Hello, how are you doing this beautiful Tuesday afternoon? How is your afternoon going? Are you at work? Are you at your business place? Are you in the office? What is happening around your area? Well, I am very much interested with what is happening around your area and how you're feeling and how work is going with you today. Well, I've got so many things to intimate you with to bring to your notice this afternoon as it concerns what is trending on social media today, being Tuesday. Well, you know what it is Tuesday, so I hope you are choosing yourself. I hope you are prioritizing yourself above everything that you're going to be doing today and from today henceforth. So place you first, value you, prioritize you, put you first on the scale of preference. Okay, choose you. Hi, my name is Ofanana Joseph, and I officially welcome you to hashtag trending on Spectrum Television, where we talk about everything that's trending on the socials, be it good, bad, beautiful, ugly. We just talk about it because these are the things, the characteristics that constitutes life. Okay, so you take what is good to yourself and you let go of the bad ones. Well, I'll start with a man that has disrupted a church video, a nice video, and this particular video is making rounds on the internet, and some persons are saying, whoa, a man bursted into the church with a machete, telling people to move away, to leave the church, like stop praying, stop praising, stop worshiping, stop shouting, leave the church, just move away from the church. And he wasn't even giving reasons why, but people felt that it could be because of the speakers, the loudspeakers, and the doors do not have soundproof, so maybe it has disturbed the peace of the neighborhood. But that shouldn't warrant the man to burst into the church, you know, to disrupt happenings, prayer sessions and stuff in the church. That he would never do that if it were to be a shrine or an occultic gathering or in a mosque. Nobody will do that in a mosque, but as it has to do with Christians and a church, he had the audacity, the effrontery to walk into the church while activities was ongoing to tell them to leave the church premises. Well, let us see the video so that you can have your take on why this had to happen. As you saw in that video, people have taken sides to say, okay, we're talking about environmental noise, you know, noise pollution, and considering people's health. If you had to work all day long and returning to your house to have a break for yourself, to have peace for yourself, to try to sleep in the night, and some churches will be making so much noise with their speakers, you know, placed outside, and a whole lot of singing at the top of their voices might actually disrupt the peace of the neighborhood. And some persons are saying there are other ways to do it. There are other ways to do it, not for him to burst into the church with a machete to threaten worshippers, that he would never do that in any occultic gathering, in a shrine or a mosque. But he's just taking it for granted because it has to do with a church. And some are saying there has to be a law to say from this time to this time, okay, there has to be no loud sound, or do not locate a church where you have residential area. Maybe there are some places you could locate churches and you just have maybe churches there and not where people are living. And someone saying, why not report to the police? Well, these are people's reactions and thoughts, you know, that has stirred on the internet. What is your own thought? What is your reaction? While we take some reaction on social media. Osedebe Ma says, you can't blame the man. Imagine coming back from work at night and you can't sleep comfortably because of noise. Do your night vigil without speakers. Okay, do your night vigil without speakers. Beth Yu says you can discuss issues that affect you, but coming into the house of God with callers is a no. All right. Mwabueze says this is not good for religious tolerance. The man should be arrested immediately and sent to prison. He dare not do this to Muslims in their mosque. He dare not go to any shrine to do this during their worship. And he dared go to any Ogboni confraternity to do this also. So why the church? We Christians must rise up to defend our religion. Our religion is under a serious attack in Nigeria, and the world is aware of it. Okay. I don't know if for real the church Christians are being persecuted and people are after the church, but the truth remains that there's always a way that this would have been resolved. If the church speakers were so loud, disrupting the peace of the neighborhood, there are other ways that this would have been resolved, and not for him to go into the church unannounced, threatening people and asking them to leave. He would have just waited after the service or called the leader of the church to say, could you tell your choristers or people to, you know, go down a bit with their voices, or could you turn out the loudspeaker from the outside and stop, or report to the police, and not for him to take laws into his hands by what he did. We can always do better in Nigeria, okay? Be our brother's keepers and try to resolve issues amicably. Moving forward to another thing that's trending on the internet, and this one is really, really sad. It's so heartbreaking. But some persons say, Nigeria is hard, the economy is biting, some persons are hungry, oh, life hard. A man has come out to cry so bitterly on the internet about the fact that some armed robbers, you know, busted into his welding shop, what he uses to sustain himself, what he does for a living, to cut away with his welding engine. They carted away with his welding engine and other people's engines that were in his shop as a welder. He has said, what has he done to deserve this? And this has drawn so much attention to this man, with some people having to ask for his account number to donate money to him so that he could get another welding machine. Some persons are trying to locate him so that maybe they could give him a new welding machine. And others are saying, why is it that some persons are living their lives legitimately, hustling and bustling, while some persons will just wake up in the morning and all the years you've put together to acquire something, within a minute it will be taken away from you? Why police officers are also called to take protection and security seriously. Let's see the video.
What do people now? What do people now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think for nothing. I don't think anybody something. Anyway, when I want to go somewhere, I go so another tifo. Small store when I manage to the work, and I don't go. When I don't go bus this store, I carry my engine take. When I don't go bus this store, I carry my engine take. See, carry people engine join now. What you do on that? 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 Guys, I beg, I don't go fit talk this thing. I don't reach my store this morning now. They don't go put my door, carry my engine take. If you carry people engine join up for my store, see my store now, see my store, see my store. What you do people now? What you do people now?
The hard cry, the lamentation of a very hard-working man. If you have been to a welding shop, which I have been to, the sparkings and the filings that come out from that, their welding, when they try to put another metal to another metal, and the filings that spark out, it's something that if you're not really, if you do not have the zeal and the passion for it, you could just abandon it and run away. It's not a clean job, okay? It's something that if you love, you go into it, and no matter what you see, you're still on it because you love it. So this man is only trying to live a normal, right, legitimate life, okay? And look at him, jobless people coming to steal his source of livelihood. Very, very bitter, very heartbreaking. Some persons are of the opinion that maybe someone is jealous of him and he connived with other people to come do that. But I don't know what to say. People just need to learn to be content. Work with your hands, work with your brain. Whatever you see could fetch you money legitimately. Why are you going to steal from someone that's been hustling all his life just to make ends meet? It's not sitting well at all. I just pray that those thieves are caught and they serve the term they ought to serve for bringing such, pain and tears to this young man. And of course, with this, good news erupted because some persons are actually coming out to say they want to donate to the young man financially and otherwise. Meanwhile, how do you see this particular trend that is on the internet with thieves every day carting away with either gadgets, technological devices or stuff, stealing from people's shops nowadays in Nigeria? We're not even safe anymore. Let's take comments from social media. Kazma Ajem says, the real thief go dey there with find the thief. Monitor that your friend where go they give you idea on how to find the thief, because now him fits be the thief. Oh, you never can tell. We never know that. Bad Boy Roman says, somebody should send me his account number. Oh, that's so sweet and kind of this person. Senator Obi says, person go dey hustle. Others will be planning to steal from them. Sad. Alex Core, and when they're caught, they start begging for mercy. You don't have mercy on the person you stole from. Oh, okay, that's an angry emoji. Save Nigeria says, please, sincerely, my dad was a welder. Can you please locate this man for me? I want to get him back his welding machine. My dad suffered same fate, but thank God he scaled through it and trained us all in uni till I left the country. You see, what's that word some people say? Every disappointment is a blessing. Oh, well, maybe not every disappointment, but in this particular case, there are so many persons that have tried to, ask that they should find that man. They want to bless him physically. They want to bless him financially. So you see, thieves that stole his welding engine actually brought good opportunities and good connection to this man. But that doesn't mean that people stealing should be encouraged. People are doing so much, especially those that are trying to live life the legitimate way. Please, thieves, look away from them. Okay, look away. All right, let's move forward. Family issues. A lady has come out on social media to make a video to say that she's always wondering why her brothers are so wicked, are so nonchalant, are so obstinate towards her mother. She said they're so wicked towards her mom, and she cannot place her hands on why they're so wicked. But guess what? She said she's come to the realization that this is what is making her brothers to be wicked. She's the only female in their midst and the older one, so the rest are males. And this is the reason she says her brothers are wicked with her mom. Let's see the video.
I've been thinking, why are my brothers so wicked towards my mom? Then I realized that it was because of what she had done when we were growing up. When we were growing up, my mom don't allow my brothers do anything in the house. I was the one, because I'm the only girl out of 4 boys. We are 5 in number. 4 boys, 1 girl. My mom will not allow any of them to do anything. I cook, I clean, I sweep, I go for errands. Now, and I'm the firstborn, so there are some that are with her, still living with her. She always call me and say, these people are not doing anything for me, these people are not doing anything for me. And I realized it's because of what she did when we were growing up. She doesn't allow them to work. I would always complain, Mommy, I'm the only one doing it. She say, it's my good. When I get married, I will know what she's doing for me, this and that. No, I'm married. Those boys are not trained. She's older now. She has knee problem. She cannot do some certain things because of her knees. If she sends my brother a message, they don't go. If she tell them to cook, they don't do anything. She'll be the one to cook and they will still eat the food, because this was what she's planted in them. And now they cannot start doing what they were not used to. You understand? It's what they've been doing before. That's what they'll keep doing. So that's what I'm saying. I keep hammering. Mothers, please train your boy children, please. It's very, very important. My mom is suffering from our own mistakes.
Have you heard it before? Train up a child the way he should go, and when he is old, he will never depart from it. Have you heard it before? Let's take reactions from netizens while you send us your reactions. Hillary says, your brothers are deadbeat siblings, still living with a struggling parent and not helping her. Disgusting behavior. They should get their bags up and employ the services of a maid or nanny. Okay, all right. That's coming from Hillary. Pete Slim says, train your male child to be industrious and homely like you train your female child. Being homely and knowing how to cook is not exclusively for one gender. It is a survival skill. Okay, survival skill. Godfather, she's reaping what she sows. Most mothers think it's a taboo for their male child to participate in house chores, turning the girl child to mini house maid. That's coming from Godfather. All right. If you ever want peace in your home, you've heard her already. What you feel the female should know as it concerns sustaining the home, please let the male folk know so too. Know the same too. Running the home, keeping the home, okay, how to fix a thing or two in the house, it's strictly for the males. The female could also use that help. They could also use that knowledge too. So you teach the male, you teach the female too. Please. Cooking, cleaning, washing, keeping the home clean and taking care of the home is not for a particular gender, because that one that you did not teach, that gender that you didn't teach, will need it in future. And that person might end up blaming you that, oh, no, my mama didn't teach me this, or my dad didn't teach me. You don't want your kids to blame you for something you neglected, right? Something you didn't teach them, which you were supposed to. So look at her now. She's old and feeble, and she didn't let her boys do anything. And that daughter of hers is married, and she's doing well in her husband's house. But the same boys are now living with her, okay? So we should do better. It is the 21st century. It's not women belong to the kitchen and men belong in the living room. Not anymore. Not anymore. If you do this for both gender, you try to balance it, it's going to help both of them. Try to teach a lady how to fix, oh, when this breaks, this is how you fix it. She's going to learn. It will help her in the long run. Same with the males. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to clean. Okay? I mean, if a man can cook, that's a plus for him first before he even owns a home. That's a plus for him. Okay, so we need to train our children the way we want them to be when they grow up, okay, so that we do not turn ourselves into maybe a bad parent after they grow up and realize that, oh, that thing my mom didn't teach me or my dad didn't teach me, it's affecting me negatively now. You don't want your child to say that to you, right? So let's train up our children properly. Another very exciting trend on social media. This one is, I don't know, is really funny, I could say, but at some point it lacks wisdom. We see an adult, a male adult, crying in a place because he placed a huge bet using his savings on Manchester City to beat Manchester United and was very confident of winning. So Manchester City lost and he ended up breaking down in tears. A male adult, you needed to see the way he was crying and like a child, like a baby. This is so sad. We need wisdom in all our dealings, because who taught him how to use his savings for betting? Huh? Please, let's see the video. I don't know what to say. The face of that man is not the face of somebody that's young like a teenager. He is older than a teenager. That is an adult that could actually advise somebody, that knows his left from his right. But with this video, we don't even know, we can't even vouch that he knows his left from his right, because how would you use your savings to bet? And now they lost, and look at an adult weeping like a child. Oh my God, please, can we have friends that will advise us? Can we have family members that will advise us on the right path to toe? Can, like, let's surround ourselves with cliques that if we have a conversation with them, they say, oh no, man, don't do that thing, don't do that thing. Because I don't believe that he had people that he had a conversation with that he's going to use his life savings to bet, and they said, go ahead. Maybe he just kept quiet and went ahead to do this, and look at the outcome. So heartbreaking. Ah, God, I don't know what to say. Let's take comments from netizens concerning this particular video as we take our word of the day for today, Tuesday. CZ24 says gambling in itself is not bad. Responsible gambling is important. Stop using your life savings or debts to gamble. It's wrong. Okay. Yours man fully says gambling is never a good idea. It trains you to chase luck instead of building skill. If you're wired for risk, redirect it. Get addicted to investing. Good advice right there. Sonia says, this one is coming from Sonia. She says, learn what they say about risk. Take risk, they said. Shall not take the one that will put your life at risk. Okay, take risk, they say, but shall not take the one that will put your life at risk. All right, Shaun Akinsoya says, don't gamble, they won't listen. But if you must gamble, gamble with what you can afford to lose. Poor man wants to make it big. Okay, we're not. Oh my God, even if it's 5,000 naira, except you didn't really work hard to earn that money, that you just want to let go, except you're investing it, but if you want to use it for something you feel that you could just, okay, let go, all right, it's still going to hurt, okay? So if you're making money legitimately, you need to be wise, you need to know how to use your funds. Use it wisely. Do not spend it without wisdom. This man, I never want you to be in the shoes and the situation that this man is, okay? So rather invest your money, surround yourselves with good friends and family members and cliques that if you want to do something that is bad, they will say it, okay? Telling you the bitter truth, okay? And not you just walking alone all by yourself. No, a tree cannot form a forest. So surround yourselves with people that could give you good advice and, tell you the right things at the right time, as well as asking people that know more than you do what you should do with your money. If you want to invest, what you should invest in, the outcome, the do's and the don'ts, and the good and the bad of that thing you want to invest into. Because money is really hard to come by these days. So if you have it, please spend it wisely. All right, today is Tuesday. Let's take our word of the day before we go over to our Tuesday motivation. All right, so what's the word that we have for today? The word of the day is quiddity. Quiddity. What does quiddity means? Quiddity refers to the essence of a thing, that is, whatever makes something the type of thing that it is quiddity. Example of quiddity in a sentence is the teacher was able to capture in his explanation the quiddity of such drama to all. The teacher was able to capture in his explanation the quiddity of such drama to all. The word that we have for today is quiddity, and you know it already. We're here to inform you, educate you, entertain you all the way. So if you have not heard of the word quiddity, you have heard of it today and you now know the meaning. So how about you apply it in your daily usage while having a conversation with somebody? And it is Tuesday, so what do we have as our motivation before we call it a wrap on hashtag trending? Our Tuesday motivation is, the question isn't who is going to let me. It's who is going to stop me. The sky, the world is large enough. I mean, the question isn't who is going to let me, it is who is going to stop me. So the sky is large enough for everybody to fly. So fly, fly. Spread your wings and your tentacles. Do whatever you feel that you can do that makes you happy, as long as it is legal, and not who will let you. Just go ahead and do it, because everybody is allowed to fly, because the sky is just large enough for everybody to. So do your thing, do what makes you happy, prioritize yourself, place yourself first, be happy. Invest your time, be intentional about yourself and your happiness. Invest your time in what will bring you happiness and money. My name is Ofonana Joseph, and this has been #trending, and the story that's making rounds on the internet. Of course, you know well to stay glued to Spectrum Television. All right, I will see you tomorrow.